living for God. In the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verses 1 and 2 says, "Therefore, since Christ has suffered in his body, arm yourself also with the same attitude, because whoever suffered in the body is done with sin." Verse 2 says, "As a result, they do not live the rest of their earthly lives for the evil human desires, but rather for the will of God." As Peter has emphasized throughout this letter, Christians should expect to experience suffering in this life. We follow Christ, and he has suffered enormously. In fact, it was part of his purpose, part of his mission on earth. If we follow him and continue his mission, we should expect hardships as well. Peter writes to Christians that they should arm themselves with the same attitude towards the suffering that Jesus carried. And what was his attitude? He understood that suffering was built into his purpose on earth, so he expected it. As it arrived, he was not surprised when hardship came, and he didn't run from it. As Christians, if we are not prepared to suffer for Christ as Christ did, we will be surprised when difficult times come. We may feel betrayed. We might be tempted to run away from the purpose as God is calling us to be. We won't be armed with the Christ-like mind character. St. John, chapter 16. Now, it is not that Christians who suffer or who are prepared to suffer for Christ has become sinless and perfect. We have not. We still make sinful choices, but we have a certainty to set the course of our lives from away from the comfort, the escape, and the pleasure of sin, and towards the readiness to be uncomfortable, to experience hard things for the sake of Jesus. Amen. Living for God. God bless.